Alright, sorry for the windy day, but here's a little bit of a quick walk around of my Kampa Brean 3. It's been out for its first hike this weekend. To be honest, we're in the middle of a sheep paddock at the moment, but the sheep are keeping their distance. The tent looks really good. We had the mother of all storms last night, so the little tent held up remarkably well. Very impressed. My friend's absolutely enormous Vermont 7 SA got mashed because he didn't have enough air in it. But my little camper, Brean 3, it's been superb. It's a Brean 3. It's supposed to be a 3-man tent, and to be honest, it would be incredibly cramped for 3 people. But for 1 man and his shit and a bit of comfort, it's just ideal. We've got a door and a mesh door on this side, which you can open up for ventilation and keep the mozzies out. We've got a solid door and 2 windows on the front, and an eyebrow awning over the top to keep the rain out. So even though it was pissing down with rain, didn't get any water in the front door. And we've got perspex window and vent and curtain on the inside of all the windows. It's actually 2 rooms. It's a bit messy, I must confess, but there's enough room for table and preparation and storage on one side and somewhere to sit on the other side. Like I said, there ain't room for 3 people to sit in here if you've got anything in here, but for 1 person or possibly 2 very friendly people, it's very comfy. The bedroom pod, it's big enough to fit a large inflatable queen size bed in there, but that consumes the entire bedroom. What I've got is a Coleman 5-in-1 convertible air sofa, which is 2 super singles strapped together with a piece missing out of the middle, which you can fold up to make a sofa for daytime sitting. So at night, that pillow on the back, there's an air pillow there, that comes down flat. Throw the doona over the top and you've got a double high super single bed, which is remarkably comfortable and a good height for getting in and out of. And using a super single in this little tent gives you enough room for storage of luggage and things and closing the door, etc., and having privacy. The bedroom pod has got blackout cotton fabric, which means it's a lot darker in there in the morning than what it is out in the main room here with the bright windows and white curtains. The door totally packs away. You can see the door just there. That zips up as a big D door all the way around here, and in the top of the door at about this height here, there's mesh vent zip up panel as well, so you can have the door closed for privacy and still have good ventilation. There's a vent panel on that back wall there, and there's another vent panel directly above that, so even when every door and every window is sealed up, you've still got good ventilation. Not any condensation at all inside. And I really like these curtain pockets. When the curtains aren't in use, you roll them up and they actually fit in pockets. You don't have to roll them up and stow them. So ideally, I'd love that door to also be a window, so a plastic panel in the door. But beggars can't be choosers, I can't complain about that. We've got good ventilation. If the day was really hot, you can hardly see that mesh. It's very, very fine. It'd be ideal for a hot summer's night. Just leave it open. So once again, I have to say, sensational little tent, Kampa Brean 3, Weather Shield 5000, which means it's 5000 hydrostatic head. It's very waterproof. We did have the mother of all storms last night, wind, driving rain. It was horrendous. But the little tent flapped a bit, but there was no issues with instability, and there was no issues with water egress. So totally dry, totally comfortable. Ideally, I reckon this is probably one of the smallest tents you can get, which is standing height. Brean 3 by Kampa. It's just under 2 meters tall, so it's comfortable for me to stand up in. It's sensational. If you don't want to put up a great big tent, if it's only you and your partner, or just you and the dog, I guess, I recommend this little tent very highly. Once again, it's called a Kampa Brean 3, the smallest standing height tent currently on the market. 2 rooms, plastic windows, mesh doors, great eyebrow awning over the front. So even in torrential rain last night, it wasn't until it got really windy and nasty did we have to close the front door. And look, minimal peg points, seriously. You've got about 10 peg points around the outside and then the four corners. So I would recommend this little tent very highly. Excellent value for money, excellent quality for the price you pay. All the features are just sensational. Okay, I'm waffling. Cheers.